Okay, so the story is, right, in regards to duendes, which in English would be like a leprechaun, but a duende for Hispanics is just like an entity that's attached to you and wants something from you. It might not be money, it might be even like, it's so weird. Oh my god, there's so many myths I could tell. I should actually talk more into the camera. So, anyways, duendes right now. So, in regards to my hair, they say that duendes like to make knots on your in your hair, right? And this is the latch of hair. It's like it's hard. It feels like a bunch of hairs all in one. I just found it. Like I always go through my hair, like las puntas especialmente, like you know the ends. And I just came to find this. What is that? So anyways, when I found this, I got really freaked out because I recently found some footage of like I want to take it out. And then the video you just saw, it looks like a little gnome walking behind me. And then a couple days ago, I saw a honey locust. So the honey locust, there's a couple of them. They're actually kind of rare, but there's some in New York City. They throw out like a black plant, fruit. I don't know what it is. So apparently, whenever you see that, that means that duende is around you. So now that I'm thinking about it, in Guayaquil, they used to have those everywhere. Everywhere we lived, there was those. I lived in Guayaquil. I lived in Ambato. In Ambato, I don't remember seeing those trees. I don't remember the trees in Ambato. Huh? Tear. Somebody take a picture of a tree in Ambato and send it to me. I love trees. I'm a tree hugger. But anyways, so and they say that if you eat in the bathroom, that disgusts them. Like that makes them go. There's so many myths. I'm going to start, elaborating them because they might get lost within history. So yeah, I'm sorry for the mess. It just happened right now as I'm brushing my hair. Not even brushing, just going through, and I'm like, what the fuck? Cause it's like at that certain moment, all these images came in. So I was editing this video yesterday, right? And I saw that. So yesterday was December 9th because it was the night. It was like within this time, but for December 9th. So, okay. And when I saw that little, the honey locust thing was what? When was that? But it was recent. And then, yeah, it all came together. Like, it all was like, Ecuador, here, you just saw that. Duendes, your hair. The picture, it's just like, shoot.
Electricity, shocking, I like that, epiphanies. So yeah, I'm sorry, I love patterns. I'm a patterns type of person. And, it's patterns. And I shouldn't even, be talking about it, to give it power, because, I think it's actually taking care of me. Because, thank God, it likes me. I think it likes me if I do have a duende. Because thank God, it hasn't gotten to a scary situation yet.
But no, my father was followed by a duende too. I will say that. I have so many myths. So a little background from me. My mother's side is very religious, church, And then my father's side, I grew up with scary stories. My father going through stuff, my uncles, Ecuador, like they were like deep inside, like industrialized type of people, and it's different. So I know that people are gonna be like, oh, you know, you're inviting things into your life. It's gonna be evil, la la la. But okay, but I'm an experienced person. Why? Because a little background. I'm a very religious person. Like I could like go on about God, as I could go on about scary stories, myths, leyendas, actual things that have happened to my family from my father's side, because they were from like de la calle, you know, gente de la calle. Se just salían. I'm pretty sure they went exploring. So apparently, when one time en sus borracheras, he was going back home, y se le apareció un duende, all in white, right? And apparently le dio canicas. That actually makes sense, because I just came up with a story of the jackal and the pearl, y se me apareció un duende. All right. So the story goes, my story is that, you know, ever since quarantine, I was like, what am I gonna do? So I started writing so I could do illustrations and stuff, right? I haven't finished it, but the story's coming out great. The name of the story has to do with like a jackal and a pearl. And when I went to Edgewater, New Jersey, think about it. I started the story like back in April, right? I let it be there. Then I went to Edgewater, New Jersey, and there was this building that said the Pearl, right? So I was like, oh, that's pretty interesting. You know, it made me think of my story. I was like, you know, I have to do it. I have to do it. Like, it's something, you know, the world talks to you. That's the way I take it. I'm looking for the water. I made it, though. We made it. We did it. This is relevant because of reasons. So then I saw the duende there, right? And now I'm thinking about, now that I see it, I'm like, look, 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 look. So because now that I'm talking about my father and giving my background, a mi papá se le apareció un duende, right? So he saw I can't say leprechaun. I don't think it was a leprechaun, but he said it was a leprechaun, like it was all in white, and that he looked like he was a little kid. So my father was like, oh, are you okay? And he was looking down. And then he wanted to play, so they started like, you know, jugando canicas. If you don't know what canicas is that, I don't even know how to say it in English. It's the pebbles game in Ecuador that was very, very big. Like you had canicas, you had the balls. It was one of the greatest times of my life. So para him se le apareció el duende y que comenzaron a jugar, y que cuando so they started playing, and once they start, you know, when they finished, apparently he looked up, the duende, and he was just, like really, really, really scary, and he ran away, and apparently when he got home he was foaming at the mouth. Obviously I asked my aunt, and she said yeah, that this was true, and that it happened to my other uncle. But this, you know, they used to drink, and they do say that duendes do like, I don't drink that much, you know, it's not like, okay, well, but I'm gonna keep that in mind, because you know that's something that also happened to me, but it was a dream. I saw an angel, and he was like, it was very scary. So was that like a premonition of me going to, I haven't going to see a duende, but I haven't seen the duende. I saw the duende in the video, and then my hair, and then the tree. I mean, the tree, I've seen it all the time. Things have happened to my family too, like even my mom's side of the family, like, but not like scary stuff like that, but like faithful stuff, like angelic stuff, and to me too. So, you know, I'm like in between. All right. So I don't want to get into too much to other subjects because it's gonna be way too long. But yeah, duendes. I'm gonna be remembering stuff because I'm connecting stuff right now too. But yeah, and it's funny because when I saw my father again, after how many years? Maybe 3 years, 4 years before. I haven't seen him in a very long time now. It's been like what? Yeah, about 16 years. I haven't been to Ecuador. Send me a tree picture. Send me a tree picture from Ambato. So my father was wearing a white. So he saw a duende that was wearing all white, and when I saw him again, he was wearing all white. And so, like I said, I don't feel like I'm threatened. I don't feel threatened at all. I feel like I'm actually being taken care of from both sides. That's why I never neglect or reject any type of like knowledge, you know. And like, I know fucked up people, I know good people, I know, you know, there's levels to this, and people don't see that. They go through extremes, but we're not here to talk about that. So duendes, maybe I have a duende, but yeah, just wanted to tell you guys a little story.